In this lecture, we'll talk about some questions on error calculation, or in your exam, how what type of question they asked. Okay. Now, let us say question number one is we have two resistance. One resistance is 100 plus minus 3 ohm, and R2 is 200 minus 4 ohm. Okay, now this, you know that any measurement, this is the result and this is the uncertainty in the result, right? Now, in simple way, it means that this resistance maybe 103, maybe 97, or in between that, and this is 204 or 196, or between that, plus and minus. Now, if the question is, if you add them in series, what will be the equivalent resistance? So if you guys remember, if you have two resistance in series, then equivalent resistance is R1 plus R2. So you have to use the idea of error to find them. So what will be the resistance? Equivalent resistance, so net resistance will be R1 plus R2. So this is nothing but addition, so everything will get added. If you guys can remember how we calculate error in addition, you will get this. So this 2 will get added, 100 plus 200 plus minus, the error always get added, 3 plus 4. So this will be 300 7. Now, this is the answer. This will be the net resistance. Fine. Now let us discuss a second example. So in the second example, you have to calculate area of triangle, rectangle with error limit. So you have been given a rectangle, length, breadth. You have to calculate area, okay, which is length into breadth. So L is given to be 5.7 plus minus 0.1, and B is given to be now what will be the area in error limits? So this is multiplication, okay. If you guys remember, fractional error in area will be fractional error in length by fractional error in breadth, right? Now if you see, then area, you can calculate area is nothing but length into breadth, which will come out to be 19.38 centimeter square, and to first decimal place, if I round off, then this will be 19.4. Suppose we drop this, so this will be 19.4 centimeter square. If I drop this, I have to round it off, I have to increase it. So this is area. Delta L is what? Delta L is 0.1. So this is 0.1, this is 0.2, this is 5.7, and this is 3.4. Now remember, area, length into breadth we calculated by assuming this is the reading of the length, this is the reading of the breadth, okay. From there we calculated area to be this, right? Now if you go by this way, then you will find that delta A by A will be equal to, this whole thing gives you 0.0175 plus this will give you 0.588. Now if you are dividing, if you remember the concept of significant figure, since I am dividing this by this, I will report to the minimum significant figure whichever is present here. So delta L is your 0.1 and L is 5.7, right? So I will report it up to first means only one significant figure, this one. So for that I have to drop this. If I round it off, this will be 0.02, right? Then again I am dividing this. This has least significant figure, so my answer will be up to first significant one significant figure only. So that means I have to drop this, right? So this will become 0.0. It will increase by 0.6. Okay, rounding off. Now this gives you 0.08. So delta A will be A into 0.08, which comes out to be 1.552. Now if I round it off then to one significant figure, this is 552, then it will be 1.6 centimeters square. So the representation of the area, or the area error is this much. So area you can write to be A plus minus delta A. So the representation of the result will be 19.4 centimeter, which is this one, plus minus the error 1.6 centimeters square. So this is the area of the rectangle with proper error representation. Okay, error limit. Now the third question is, suppose we have to calculate speed. Fine. So question 3, distance is given to be 13.8 plus minus 2 meter and time is given to be 4.0 plus minus 0.3 second. Now the question is calculate speed. Okay, V you have to calculate the speed of whatever is this. So speed is distance by time. So distance by time means it is nothing but a division, right? So error in V will divided by V will be error in D by this delta T by T. Okay, this is the rule for division. Now V we can calculate it. V is nothing but this distance by time. So this will be 13.8 by 4.0. Now this is 3 significant figure, this is 2 significant figures. So my answer should be containing minimum significant figure, which is 2. So this 3.45 comes out, but my answer should have 2 significant figures. So I will drop this. Now this number is, I can imagine it is followed by 0. So if 5 is suppose followed by 0, if you drop it, this only increases if it is odd. Since it is even, nothing will change. 3.4, this is dropped. So V is 3.4 meter per second. Now again by the same way we can do this. Delta D is given, so this is your 0.2 by 13.8, 0.3 by 4.0. Then this gives you, okay, let me do it here. This gives you 0.0. If you use calculator, you will get this. Now since I am dividing, again I will report up to first significant figure only, this one, and I will also report this up to first significant figure, because I have to take care of the least significant figure in division. So I have to drop 4, which is less than 5, so nothing will change, it remains this. I have to drop 5, this is odd, so this will be 0.08. So you will find that if you do this calculation, delta V by V comes out to be 0.09 and delta V will be V into 0.09. If I put V 3.4 into 0.09, again I am multiplying, so I have to report up to the least significant figure. So this contains 1, this contains 2, so my answer will be up to first significant figure. So this will be 0.306. I have to drop this 0, so nothing changes, 0.3 second. Now, so the result of the velocity should be represented like this: V plus minus V, which is 3.4 plus minus 0.3 meter per second. Okay, one thing just I will say, to this is fractional error. If you want to calculate percentage error, so you have to multiply it by 100%. So this is 9% error, right? Na? That you guys can do. Now, suppose next question we are taking about cube problem. So question 4 is about a cube. So in the cube there is an error of 2% in the measurement of the side of the cube. So it is given that 2% error is present in each side of cube. The question is calculate the percentage error in volume. So calculate percentage error in volume and calculate percentage error in surface area. Okay, surface area. Now if you write the formula of volume is a to the power cube. If you write the formula of surface area of cube, it is 6a square, right? Now you have 6 faces, each area is a square. So now this is you can say multiplication a into a, and this is also some sort of like that. Now if you, the error in this way, if you guys remember, there is a general rule to write this kind of thing. So error in volume, fractional error in volume will be, this power comes here, 3 delta A by A. Now since it is given that 2% this is percentage error, okay, fractional error only in percentage. So if I, this error is 2%, right? So this will be 3 into 2%, so volume will have an error of 6%. Now surface area, okay, now in surface area there is a catch here, that 6 comes, right? 6 surface area is 6a square. Now it turns out that if there is a constant, okay, any constant will not have error, right? Na? So it doesn't matter whether it's 6 is there or 100 is there, pi is there, or any constant will not have any error. So when calculating error, the constant will not enter. So surface area, let us say I am representing by S, which is 6a square. It is correct to write surface area to be a square in the calculation of error. 6 is a constant, it does not enter when you calculate the error. Any constant will not enter when you calculate error. Now, so error in S or surface area, fractional error in this will be, this comes here 2 delta A by A. So this comes out to be 2 into, this is given 2%. So 4% error will be there in surface area. Okay. Now next question we are going to deal with the sphere. Suppose question 6 says error in radius is 0.25%, right? You have to calculate volume of sphere. Now we all know volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now as I mentioned in the first case, 4 by 3 pi is a constant, so when I calculate error will not propagate through this constant, right? So volume, when we calculate any volume or any equation which involve constant, for error calculation I can just write it v equal to r cube. This will not enter because the thing is this is a constant, right? Now so volume, okay, question is error in volume of the sphere you have to calculate. So in percentage, okay, in percentage, let's see. So delta v by v will be 3 times delta r by r, right? Now this is the fractional error in volume, and this is error in radius is 0.25, so this will be 0.25%, and if you do this then it comes out to be 0.75%. so this is the percentage error in the volume of the sphere. Now let us discuss some more questions. Next question has to do with subtraction of error. The question is, on heating, we are recording temperature, and one temperature is 20.0 degrees Celsius, sorry, 20.0 plus minus, this is one reading, and second reading is now the question is calculate the maximum possible error in increasing temperature. Okay, so calculate maximum possible error in change in temperature. Now this change in temperature will calculate, let us say, this minus this, right? So this is subtraction. If you guys remember, then in subtraction this maximum possible error is actually called fractional error, right? So in case of subtraction, the percentage error in subtraction in this case is delta T1 plus delta T2 by T1 plus T2, T1, sorry, this is T2 minus T1 into 100%. You guys can see the rule when we calculate percentage error in the case of this subtraction. Okay, now it's not an irony, but actually this T1 means this is 20, this T2 means 25, this one means 0.2, and this one means 0.3. Error always get added. So if you do this calculation, then you will find that the maximum possible error in the calculation of change in temperature will be 10%. Okay, you guys can do this. Now next question is, suppose in this question, suppose z, okay, this is given, z is a4b to the power 3 cd32. The question is, what is maximum fractional error? It is sometimes just called maximum error in z. So z is a physical quantity and it is represented like this. So again, if you remember division and multiplication, and after that what we did, in this kind of expression, the maximum possible error in z, delta z by z is the fractional error. This is written as 4 delta a by a plus 1 by 3 delta b by b plus delta c by c. C has power only 1, 3 by 2 delta d by d. So this will be the maximum. So if I know these numbers, then we can calculate what is the maximum. So this is the maximum fractional error. Now the last question what I am going to discuss is has to do with cube. Again, it is given that mass of the cube has error, has 2% error, and side of the cube has 1% error. The question is, what is the maximum percentage error in density? So you have to calculate percentage error in density. We have to calculate this, how much percentage error is there in density. Now we all know that density is mass by volume. So this is the error will pile up according to division rule. So error in density will be written as, now it is given that this is given, this is 2%, but error is given in 1%, error is given about side, but this is volume. So volume of the cube, if you guys remember, volume of the cube is L cube or side cube. So delta V by V is 3 delta A by A. So volume error will be 3% of the fractional error of the side, right? Now, so V is A cube, so delta B by V will be this. Now this is given to be 1%. Now 3 into 1 will be 3%. So in volume, if there is an error of 1% in side, in volume it will pile up to 3%. So if I add this 1 plus 3, sorry, this is 2, this is 3. So this is 2% plus 3%, this is 5%. Now we'll end here and see. There can be very difficult question on error, but it's very simple. Okay, to means solve the question. Just I will give you one more hint. Okay, then I will end this. Fine. So sometimes they ask you to the suppose I am just discussing this one question, then I will end. Suppose time period is given to be 2 pi L by G. And they are giving you something and they are telling you to calculate error in G, let us say. Okay, so you have to calculate error in G. What you do, so you have to calculate error in G. So if this expression is given, you have to calculate error in G. What you do, you square it. This will be T square and this will be 4 pi square L by G, right? So G can be written as 4 pi square L by T square. Now if I calculate error in G, this constant will not appear, and this is nothing but division, right? Now, so error in G, fractional error in G will be written like delta L by L plus 2 delta T by T. So if you have been given a formula, and you remember the rules, then you can calculate error. Okay. There is also one more important concept, least count, which like your scale has least count of 1 millimeter, right, or 0.1 centimeter. So while calculating error also, least count is also important, and we'll talk about least count somewhere in different lecture. Okay, thank you.